Hi, this is Catherine from In the Pink Designs. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And today's project, I have a very long, wide milk carton type box that I made using the Jar of Flowers stamp set and the jar punch, of course. And this one is the Lovely Labels Pick-a-Punch with the Lovely You, I believe. Yes, Lovely You stamp set. Okay, first we're going to start with a piece of Coastal Cabana that is 10.5 by 8 inches. And we're going to score on the 10.5 inch side first. And you're going to score at 1/2, 1.5, 5.5, and 6.5. And then we're going to turn it to the 8-inch side, and we're going to score it at 1/2, 1 3/4, and 7. Okay, now you're going to hold your paper so that the skinny rectangle is on this side and the longer skinny rectangle is on the top. And you're going to make a tick mark. Well, you're going to score it only down to the first score line, which is right here at 4.5 and at 9.5. Okay? And then we're going to lose the scoreboard and get any ruler that you have, and you're going to go from this first tick mark here, which ends right here, and we're going to make a line down to this point right here, which is diagonally to the next horizontal score line. So I'm going to put it like that, and I'm going to use the skinny end since it seems to work a little bit better. Okay, you're just going to make that mark. And then you're going to do it on the other side. Okay, so it's making a triangle down right here. Okay, and then you're going to go over to the next tick mark you made, and you're going to do the same thing. You're going to make a triangle down to the next horizontal score mark. On both sides here, we're going to make an extra line. Okay. Okay, so now let's fold and burnish. We don't have to burnish the triangles quite yet. And this top long skinny one, you want to fold back towards you. Okay. Okay. Now, here's my template. Okay. So we're just going to do a little bit of cutting just along, just along the bottom side. Okay. Here we go. Okay. And we're going to be taking out this is the part with the long skinny rectangle. And we're going to take out the little rectangle at the bottom and just take a little wedge out of the top of that all the way. Okay. so that this long rectangle, the tiny one that was down here, we took that away and then wedged in this piece right there. And then we're just going to cut the rectangle straight and wedge into the squares. Okay. All right, now we're going to put a piece of tearing tape all along this section here. I went over a little down here, so I'm just going to roll it back up onto there. Okay, and then you just fold this down and bring this piece over. Now this is going to be your back where you attached it. So what we're going to do is fold that in on the bottom, that flap, that's your back piece. I'm just going to, I missed a little bit of the score line on here, so I'm just going to take that off. Okay, and then we're going to use tear and tape again. And I'm going to put 2 pieces on this. This is a pretty tall box, so what I'm going to put in it is a nice notepad that I'm going to show you how to make on my next video. I just put my bone folder in, or your ruler, or whatever you've got, and just kind of pop down on it so that you're sure it met. Okay, and now these are going to come into play. You're going to squeeze the tops together, and because we put rectangles right here, it's going to stop the box from squeezing together right at that score line. And it's going to go in very easily to make that kind of milk carton top. Okay? And then what I used was some pretty gold library clips, I think these are called, that I got on Amazon, because we don't carry those anymore at Stampin' Up, I believe. Okay, now for the decorations. We start with a piece of Bermuda Bay. 6x6 DSP. It is in the Regal pack, I think, that is retiring. And it is 3 3/4, by 5 inches. And we're going to put that on the front with our snail. We're just going to put that, and you could have done this before you put the box together if you want, if you wanted to. Okay, and then we needed another piece, which if you're using the 6x6, it's already cut to the right length, and we just need it to be 3 3/4 wide by 1 inch high. And that's going to go on the top part. Make sure the writing is the right way. And press that on too. Okay. All right. And now we need a piece of Coastal Cabana that is 3 1/4 by 4 1/2. And that long strip that you cut off when you were getting your big piece to make the box 10 1/2, there's a 1/2 inch strip. What you need is to cut one piece off that is 2 1/2, and this will be our label for later. Okay, so now we want to grab our jar punch, and I don't want to put it all the way as far as it'll go. I want to put it in the center as far as it'll go, and then just bring it down just a little bit. Just make sure it's in the middle. And there we go. Okay. And then we're going to set this aside for now. Okay, and then out of the Jar of Flowers stamp set, I stamped the sunflowers, and then I stamped and fussy cut just the sunflowers again and cut them out, and I colored them. Okay, there we go. So those are done, and now we're going to need a scrap piece of Whisper White, and we're going to do the jar. And I'm using the outline. You can stamp on this side and get a solid piece this way. Okay, and then I'm going to change it up for the stems. And for the stems, we're going to use Old Olive. Okay, and I'm going to put the stems as far up to the jar, this line on the jar, as I can get it. Okay. And then I'm going to take a blender pen and just kind of move the ink around into the stems so they're tinted nicely. Just a little lighter than the outline. And it just kind of fills them in nicely. Okay. Then we're going to get our jar punch again, and we're going to cut this out, which I have to take a little more off the bottom of this to fit it. Okay. Alrighty. Okay, now we're going to get our mat that we cut the jar out of, and we're going to put it down on the box and place it where you're going to want it to go. Put a little mark there. And then put a nice pencil mark around the bottom. Okay, and that gives us a guide. So I'm going to erase as I get a little bit of pencil on here too, so I want to erase that. Okay, and we're going to place the jar that we just did, and we're going to glue it on right there. But before I glue it on, I'm going to take my pool party marker, and I'm just going to put some water in here by just coloring the whole jar. Not the whole jar, about halfway down. You can use the stamp they provide for this, but I don't have pool party ink yet, so. Okay. All right, and now we're going to get our glue. Put it on the back of the jar. And we're going to place it right over those marks we made. Okay. Alrighty. And then you're going to get your shaker domes. They come 10 in a package. And what you're going to do, they have adhesive sticker on the top and on the bottom. And you want to pull the adhesive sticker only off the top right now. Okay? And you're going to put your mat right over it and push down all around it. Okay? And before you pull the sticker off the bottom, we're going to put some snail on it. Okay, and then we want to get our fill. And I didn't use the Just Jade, which is in here, so I'm going to pull out mostly all white ones. And you could really use whatever fill you like. Okay. And we're going to load these into the middle so that the stickers won't get them. You don't want to put it anywhere around the outside area of the jar where the sticker will get them and stick and make it hard for you to seal it on. Okay. Now we're going to peel up the sticker on the back side of our jar shaker. And carefully place it right over where we have the jar. Oops. Take that off. Now you could do all of this before you actually glue the box together, I guess. And there we go. Got a nice shaker jar. Okay. And now we're going to adhere the sunflower panel, the sunflower bits right there. Let's get some more glue. And just stick this on here, like that. And there we go. Okay, and then I fussy cut these also so that I could put some dimensionals on the back of the flowers, just to bring them up to the height of this shaker. This one goes right here. This one's going to go right there. See, right like that. And one more. And there you go. Okay, now for the label. Again, this is a 1/2 inch by 2.5 inches. And we're going to take our lovely label, pick a punch die, punch, and we're going to put it in this one right here. And always just turn it over, make sure it's in the middle. Punch it, and then we're going to turn it over and do the same thing this way. Oopsie. It's much easier when you do longer ones, but this I just wanted a small one. Okay. And then from the Lovely You stamp set, we're using Just Because. And our Memento ink. And I'm going to try to get this right in the middle. Great. Okay. And I'm going to use my glue again. Just place it right on the top part, just like that. And I'm going to get some rhinestones out. There we go. Okay. Put our little clip on. And then we need some ribbon, which I'm using the Daffodil Delight ruched ribbon. Just going to make a little bow. Just size it how I'd like it. And I'm going to get some glue dots. And I'm just going to put it right on top of the jar. Okay, and there you have it. A nice, tall, and wide milk carton. I hope you liked this tutorial today. My next tutorial Wednesday will be on a cute little notepad to put inside this skinny box. Thank you so much. You can shop with me at the link before on the top of the page. All of these supplies that are new are available on Wednesday, June 3rd. And I hope you like and subscribe. Thank you. Bye.